Hey guys, it's Any, aka your friendly neighborhood swing trader, back again with another video. And in this video, I'm back to show you some more of what I've been doing over the week with regards to reviewing technical analysis of all my stocks on my watch list and a recap of my pick of the week and see how I'm doing. Let's get to the rest of the video. So before we get into the technical analysis, you know I'm going to ask you to do like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I've got Facebook, Twitter and Instagram at The Knock Trader on all social media platforms. On Twitter, I give you a lot of deep technical analysis on some stocks that I've been watching. On Instagram, I post a lot of motivational quotes and pictures that I've created myself, and also give you updates on my Instagram story of the trades I've made. And on Facebook, it's an amalgamation of the two things. I give you all of the stuff on my Twitter and my Instagram all put together on my Facebook, and that's the best ways to contact me. I'm more likely to be on Facebook messages, respond to any of your messages if you don't want to email me. And I've also got a mailing list. If you check in the description section at the of this video, if you sign up to my mailing list, you get alerts on when my videos are going to come out first, and you can also be on priority list to the course I'm creating. I'm creating a startup course for new traders. I've already got some content on my YouTube channel, but I decided to turn it into a full course that I'll put on my website. It's going to be totally free for anyone who's on my mailing list. So join my mailing list and you'll get priority access to the course I'm creating for new traders. So and also I've got my stock watch list, of course. My stock watch list, click in the description section below. I update it weekly on all the stocks I'm trading, and I'm going to show it to you later on in this video anyway. So let's get straight into the video. So, BAE Systems. That was my pick of the week. I've left the link in the top right hand corner. It was my pick of the month actually. My one stock I'm trading in April. I've made a great video breaking down why I chose it from a technical and fundamental aspect. So let's just get into that. Where is it? Yeah, BAE Systems. So as you can see, the stock's doing pretty well. I'm really happy with it. I'm up about £170 right now because I traded it at 10 point per pip, so I can't complain. I'm really happy. As you can see, the price has been rallying up. Obviously it's moved quite far away from the 15-day exponential moving average, so expect maybe some retracement for the rest of the week. But what I'm really happy about is the fact that it's finally broken that 180-day simple moving average on the 4-hour chart. Remember, I mentioned this in my last technical analysis report that I really needed it to break this line for me to really be convinced that this is a bullish run, and it's done that. So don't expect it to be bullish completely for the rest of the week. It might do some retracing, or it might level off. So I can see it maybe just going sideways for the next couple of days, waiting for the 15-day exponential moving average to kind of catch up. But fret not, I just believe it's a slow burner. The beta for this stock was, I think it was 0.8 or 0.9. I need to check it again. I'll put it in here what it is. But what that beta tells me is that how volatile the stock is, so how fast it moves in comparison to the rest of its sector or the market. So because it's got a low beta, that means it takes a long time to kind of make sharp moves. So it's not going to be one that's just going to spike up to the top in 1 or 2 days. So this is might take some time. It might go like this. So you just need to give this trade time to develop. But everyone that's into this trade, you'll know that this trade's so it might take 20 days. You never know, but I still think it's going to make its way back to at least £5.40. And it's looking good so far, so I can't complain. Everything's going well after that minor hiccup with the dip here. But yeah, I've been getting some great messages. I got a message from a subscriber telling me that they entered the trade and they were happy with what's going on so far. So that's quite encouraging, and I'm really happy about that. So please, if you do enter these trades, yeah, leave me a message. And sometimes it's good to hear the encouragement from people that are actually watching these videos. So I know that I'm not just talking to myself. But yeah, on to the next one. SLA, Standard Life Aberdeen. Now this trade I actually entered on the 1st of April. Today's the 3rd of April 2019. I didn't publish this mainly because I wanted to make a video about it, because I wouldn't have done it justice by just talking about it by just posting about it on Twitter. Even though I did post about it on Twitter, I wanted to actually make a video about it, and I could have made a video on this by itself because it's a really interesting stock. Standard Life Insurance is a investment company. Standard Life Aberdeen, sorry, not insurance. Standard Life Aberdeen is an investment company, and they're one of the biggest investment companies in Europe. And actually, before I get into the fundamentals, let me go into the technicals. Now, just from a technical aspect, it just looked like an easy trade for me, like in the sense of it did exactly what I wanted it to do. It was a descending channel pattern. It started, it broke out of the resistance, consolidated above the resistance and treated the resistance as a support, and now it started making high highs. So this was just it was a no-brainer for me. I entered it at £2.65. So once it hit the support, made the old resistance a support, and then started going up, I entered straight away. So I entered at 265, which is a decent place to enter. As I said on the 4-hour chart, I always wait for it to break the 15-day exponential moving average and then consolidate above it, so treat it as a support. And once it did that at about 265, I entered, and it's been rallying up ever since. So I entered. I took a small position on this. I think it was I think £5 per pip. Yeah, I think that's the position I took, £5 per pip. So I'm up about, what's 5 times? 5 times 12, 60, about £60. So yeah, I'm up a small, took a small position on this, and I think, and now that it's broken out of the 1-day, 180-day simple moving average, I think it's just gonna keep making high highs. Now, on the fundamental side of things, it's a really interesting stock. So Standard Life Aberdeen was taken to court by Lloyds Bank, which is another bank, who wanted to terminate a £100 billion contract, and that would have really been a big blow to the company. But Standard Life SLA, I'll just call them SLA from now on, they actually won the case, so that's something beneficial to them. Through the whole of 2018, they had really bad financials in general. They weren't making the profits they were making in previous years, and as you can see by this continuously descending pattern, last year wasn't a great year for them. The share price just kept falling, but it looks like things have been turning around this year, and they've made a real concerted effort. So especially one thing, they won that court case, so now they get to keep a £100 billion contract, which is always a good thing, and that was only disclosed this year, so they won it. I think it was in January they won the court case. They've also done a lot of reshuffling at the C level. A lot of the executives have switched, been fired and stuff like that, and they got a new chairman. They replaced their chairman, so I think some new blood in that new position will be good for the company. And sometimes when you replace the chairman, stock prices rise because it's a bit like a football team replacing their manager. They start playing well for the first couple of games, a bit like Ole Gunnar Solskjaer at Manchester United. So yeah, you can liken it to something like that. So they're at 35% discount on year to date. So if you look at April 1st, 2018. Let's go April 1st. Okay, around here. They were trading at £3.40. Now they're trading at £2.70. So it's a far cry from where they were trading at this time last year. So it's a heavily discounted stock, and they should be higher than where they are. It's just that last year they didn't really do well. Yeah, and what else about the firm? So they've also formed a strategic public equity joint venture, that's a long term, with Gresham House, which is a investment company in America. They trade on the AIM, GHE is their ticker symbol, and to invest in smaller sub £300 million market cap companies. So this is they're entering the untapped market for themselves anyway. They haven't really invested in these smaller cap companies, so this looks like it's a great investment opportunity for them. So a lot of these things are all of these fundamentals that I'm talking about, and they also have a buy rating by most analysts, and so stars are kind of aligning for them. They've replaced their chairman. They're coming off a bad financial year last year. They've found new investment opportunities by partnering with an American firm, and they won a court case against Lloyds, who didn't want to pay to to maintain a contract that was 100 billions of funds. So all these things just amalgamate together. And I thought fundamentals make sense, the technicals make sense, and I looked at it from different timescales. On the weekly, everything was just falling in line. It looked like it bottomed out here. Like this was, as you can see here, this was like 217 was like a previous low. So that's something to take into consideration. It hit a previous low and then it decided that was enough. And yeah, let me delete that. I'll delete that. No, actually, I'll keep that. I'll keep that in. Fuck it, I'll keep it in. Yeah, so that was a previous low. All these things kind of just all stars are aligning for this company. So I thought, yeah, I need to enter this. This looks like it's gonna keep climbing. So so I did that, and I'm up £60 so far. So this is one this is, if not for BAE, this is one I'd probably go even more heavy on, but I'm really heavy in BAE. So this is a stock that I'm really watching, and I think it's going to do big things over the next month or two. Now, another one I'm looking at, or not looking at, I entered and exited Tesla. I did a short swing trade on Tesla. I made about £400. I'll put it on the screen here. I posted it on my Instagram. Where is it? Tesla. Do I have it in my watch list? I didn't put it in my watch list. So yeah, Tesla. Once again, this stock is doing what I thought it would do. I kind of, I won't say I had cold feet, but Tesla's a temperamental stock, so I didn't want to push my luck. I entered that. I can't remember where I entered that. I entered that low point, and I exited a high point. Made about 400 quid off of that trade. It was a couple of days, which I was happy with anyway. I could see it retracing because it's done it before. It's done it before where it's hit the line, come back, and then hit that and gone up. So I can see it retracing back to the line. If it retraces back to the line, I might enter again because I still think it's going to bounce back up to about $380 or thereabout. So this is just one to watch, or it might just carry on going up. But if it does, then I've missed the trade, but I don't mind. So this is one I'm still watching as well. But I want to see it retrace back to this line and then come back up. And if it doesn't, then I might not do anything about it because I'm very cautious when trading Tesla because Tesla's a crazy stock that just moves all over the place. Now, Legal and General. This is another British stock. Sorry to my American viewers, but I'm kind of UK focused right now. But I'm viewing a lot of American stocks. If you want to leave a comment in the comment section below about it, maybe some American stocks that I've missed out on. But a lot of my watch list is British stocks just because of the time zone difference and because they're I don't know why, to be honest. I just trade more British stocks because they're I haven't got a reason. I just trade British stocks. Okay. Legal and General. Now, if you see the marks that I made on this, it was quite interesting stock. I haven't looked at none of the fundamentals, just the technicals. But here, this line 265 is a very pivotal point. It was a resistance here, resistance here, resistance here. Now it's a support here, support here. Bounced off of here, went up here. Now, from what I'm seeing is that it's making an aggressive move up. I think it's going to break out of this and then carry on going up. But hope is not a strategy, as we always say. So what I'm looking at is now the MACD and the RSI to kind of confirm. So look at this RSI, the MACD. The MACD looks like it's going to break into positive territory. So I can really see this breaking out of this support line here. So I'm going to set an alert here on this line. And see what happens. What I want it to do is break out, come back down, consolidate, and then start making high highs. The only problem with this trade would be that if it breaks out, it's going to be making new high highs, and I won't know where to exit. It's always a problem with when a company makes all-time highs. You don't know where to exit because you're in uncharted territory. But yeah, I'm watching this one to see how it plays out. But I can see it breaking out of this resistance. IAG. This one, I posted about this on my Twitter, and I said this is gonna definitely bounce up, and that's exactly what it did. It's bouncing up, but it's just at the beginning of its move. It's doing exactly what I want it to do, where it broke out of the 15-day exponential moving average on the 4-hour chart. Now I just need it to consolidate on it and then start making high highs. This one's a bit of a slow mover, so it's going to take some time to make up all of its ground. It took 1 month to go 156 pips, so it might take that long again. The only thing I'm wary of with this stock is that on a weekly chart, it's broken underneath the 180-day simple moving average on a weekly chart. So you never know if this stock might just be free falling. It might just be coming up to use the 180-day simple moving average as a resistance and then start making lower lows. So that's something to be wary of on a weekly chart. So with this one, if I was to trade it, I may not try and see it all the way up. I might just go from here to here or something like that. Just trade it like a really short amount of time, because you never know if it's gonna just fail and start coming back down and break out of the support, because it looks like it's a falling knife. But you never know, it might break out. But I'll just be on the side of caution and then only trade it halfway because of the weekly chart. And finally, I want to look at DAX. So I didn't really go into too much depth on DAX in the last technical analysis report, but DAX is making moves. Look at this. It's been making high highs since about the 25th of March. Just rallying up. Made 500 points movements in 8 days, which is really great. Can I see this going on forever? Nope. So what I see is, okay, I want to highlight, there's so many lines here, I'm going to just make this line more prominent just for the sake of this video. Okay, so this thick white line is something that I feel will be a resistance, and as you can see here, it was a support here, it was a support here, it was a support here, or it was a support here twice. I think once it gets to about 12,100 thereabout, it's gonna hit it. If it hasn't, because I thought this line was gonna be the resistance, this 119, whatever number that is, 11,900. I thought that was gonna be resistance, but it looks like it might carry on breaking past it. If it doesn't change direction here, it's going to change direction at 12,100. Once it hits that, I think I might take a short position, because the reason I'm going to do that is that if it goes down, it's going to go down sharp. It's going to either retrace back down to about here. Well, I don't know where it's going to retrace down to, but I think it's going to make a big dip if it does retrace, and the risk reward can be pretty enticing, because I can set a tight stop loss, pretty tight stop loss, and make a lot of money off of this trade. The risk reward will be really good. So I'm gonna set an alert here as well, and then see what happens. But yeah, when it hits 12,100, that's when I'm gonna see if I can make a move, just depending on what I see. But I'll keep you guys updated on my Twitter and Instagram. Yeah, so that's me, aka the Knock Trader, and I'm out.